Hi, I'm Pantazi. I wanted to discuss today a static versus a dynamic Kyusho program for you. Now, we have a set curriculum that is the root curriculum, and it goes into 10 levels and then 10 instructor levels. The 10 levels are first the revivals. We need to know how to correct the person with whatever we cause before we start to learn how to cause it. Next, we go into the arms. Then we go to the head targets, the body targets, the leg targets. Then we go to takedowns and controls. Then we move on to grappling. And then we go into the tuite or the joint manipulation. And then finally we get into the weapon defense. And the 10th level would be the application in public of the ability to use or utilize the neurological system to shut the person down or dysfunction them. That's by 3 public knockouts. Now, we have a static program in most Kyusho styles, but this is not what we do at Kyusho International. We have a dynamic program, and that dynamic program involves those levels. Okay, so example, the revivals always stay stationary. I mean, they're the foundation. All right, we do have more advanced revivals that we teach you later in the program when your skills become more powerful and you get deeper into the effects of the body and shut off more functionality of the human that you're working with. So we have this the structure. The next one is the arms. Now the arms were always in a mobile targeting, and the reason is because it's benign. I mean, you're not hitting people in the head and trying to make them unconscious right away. You're trying to locate the inner structures of the arm via the nerves. And when you're doing that, the arms move very freely and very quickly, as a matter of fact. So if they're moving at 40, 50 miles an hour, they're a harder target to hit, and they're a little thinner than the stationary head, torso, and or legs. All right, so that's why we work it, but we work in many different methodologies. We work with arm destructions, much like a Kali system would do. We work with seizing, like Hangar, or some of the Kung Fu styles and Chinnas would do. We work with the Chisao, the sticky hands of the Wing Chun, and we work with all these using the nerve structures and affecting the functionality of the human body via the arms. Now that dynamic training comes in many different ways, and you could it's almost unlimited how many drills or exercises you could do to utilize these, up to and including freestyle sparring in fighting and grappling. I mean, you can always work the arm targets, and let's face it, they're the things that attack you the most. So you want that sound base of being able to attack first a highly mobile target, a highly or a very fast target, and one that ranges every fighting range and style, from grappling to boxing to everything. You want to be able to access these nerves. So we work with all these, the boxing in particular. Okay, you're working with the jabs and the uppercuts and the crosses and the everything. And we're working to be able to target those arm targets with incoming attacks such as that, or karate style, or Wing Chun style, or a grappler, how they want to seize onto you. And as they seize, you're attacking their nerves and their arms to weaken that one particular arm. If it completely dysfunctions or paralyzes, that's the ultimate goal. Okay, let's face it, if you incapacitate the person with one shot on the arm, your job's done. But if you don't, you're quickly moving on to the next hand. And can you go from the striking into the seizing, okay, into the chisao? it's all in a dynamic system that we involve with the Kyusho. And that's why our practitioners get so good compared to the static Kyusho people who hit the arm point, see how it feels and see how it affects the person. We're always in motion. We're always going through fighting techniques. We have many, many different drills, from arm destructions to something we call paksao, to seizing drills, to grappling drills, to boxing drills, to sparring drills. We have it all, even the weapons attacks. Okay, that's what you need in a real conflict. You need to be able to access the targets quickly, surely, and efficiently in any mode of attack that comes at you. And that's what separates us from the rest. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up for a like, and we'll continue these videos. Again, I'm going on a trip, so we'll be a little sparse. Every Friday there is a video that comes out, and it has different levels of understanding and depth to them. So this is for you, your education. If you want to ask questions below, please ask your questions, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.